So, welcome to Fusionverse, a show where we talk about anime, TV shows, movies, and games. And today we are talking about, Golden Age Arc, Part 3. And this is where things get super exciting stuff. You know where we left off. Guts has left. Freaking Griffith lost it because he left. Guts left because he wanted to be equals to Griffith and be respected. And he felt that he wasn't getting that. Griffith lost it, had sex with the princess, gets captured, gets tortured. Tells the king is like, oh yeah, well you wanted her because you wanted her to want you. Whole fucked up stuff. Then you have Gaska who takes the Band of Hawk out of harm's way. And yeah, we're all caught up now. But now to the meat and potatoes of this whole story. This is something where things get even more interesting. You get to see this whole other side. You see Griffith, a helmet gets placed on him. The Hawk helmet. And he just gets tortured. He gets torn just like apart. Like, he gets brutally beaten. He's like just a limp individual. He can't walk. He can't do anything. He actually loses his freaking thing. His, what was it? He loses that girl's little red thing, his necklace. He loses that because the guy who's torturing him wants it and takes it off, but it falls. And eyes open up and drops it. However, he sees, like, these demons. Griffith starts to see these demons as he's laying there. And it's freaking him out. He's not sure, like, what the hell's going on. But then, there's just more to it as well. The Band of Hawk want to go and help rescue Griffith. They're trying to come up with plans, as well as battling, the King's men. And just going through this whole ordeal. Meanwhile, Guts is off somewhere else, and he starts to kind of return, where he feels that he's, like, finally probably equal, or wants to see them again. He gets this sense. Oh no, I believe where he gets told, like, yeah, like, something happened, Griffith was captured. So he goes back, and he kind of comes into contact with the Band of Hawk, with Gaska, in fact. They start communicating. She's kind of losing it. Like, she's losing it where she can't do this anymore. And she's going to fall down and kill herself. But Guts is able to rescue her. They have this incredible intimate scene. They have sex. And then after that, this Dark Rider shows up. Freaking Black Knight. Looks badass as hell. And kind of tells him, like, hey, like, something's coming. You don't know it right now, but something's going to happen. And it, like, basically death is just going to kill everything. And Guts thinks he's death. But he's kind of like just giving him this warning or something. But Guts doesn't really have no idea what the hell's going on. Later, the Band of Hawk end up getting attacked by these freaking assassins. And Guts kind of takes them out. Takes them on. And then starts killing some. And they escape. The assassins escape because they're no match. And then they get killed off. However, there's this whole thing where basically they're trying to rescue him, they're trying to find a way. And somehow they do manage. They do manage to kind of break in and kind of rescue him, but they have no idea the condition that Griffith is in. And when they meet him, when they actually see him, Gaska just loses it. She just, oh my god, they did this to him. And apparently they just cut his ligaments and stuff like that. And, like, the torturer who did it closes the door and locks him in and says, no, you guys aren't leaving. Like, haha, I did that to him. I cut his ligaments. All of a sudden, he can't really move. And and Guts loses it, thrusts his sword right through the freaking, just from the door into him, breaks the door down, and just holds him off. And he's like, no, please don't. He's like begging. He's like, nah. He's like, I'm gonna let you fall. And he's like telling him like what he did, and then falls to his death. And that is just so freaking brutal. And there's like a bunch of men there, and they have to go through a freaking stairwell because the princess turns out the princess is helping them from the beginning. She's doing all this stuff to get him out because she, loves him. So then basically, Guts loses it, goes and just charges and kills everyone, slaughters them, and manage to to escape. They go through a carriage. They leave. Some men show up to help them out as well. And it gets even crazier as they're progressing because turns out the king kind of knew something was going on, and he sent like all these men. However, the band Hawk show up and are able to fight them off and kill him, and they save Griffith. However, when they see Griffith, they realize, holy crap, like, what are we gonna do? He can't lead anything. I believe they even cut off his tongue, so he can't even talk. And he's all bandaged up. Gaska's like taking care of him, and there's this really weird, awkward scene, and it kind of foreshadows something that's supposed to happen because Griffith finds out like, yeah, there's this relationship between Guts and Gaska where basically Guts is saying like, come on, let's just go, let's get out of here or whatever. But Gaska wants to stay and take care of Griffith while him and the man go off. Griffith overhears this, and there's like this really awkward scene where he kind of throws himself on her body as if like he wants to have sex with her, and it's just so sad and depressing. It seems like he's like trying to rape her, and it seems like it may even happen because there's this awkward scene with Casca and Guts where he's like telling like, hey, like, what's going on? And she's like, no, like I don't want to talk about it. Like something's really off. And as it progresses, it turns out like, yeah, there's this whole thing where basically Griffith, he envisions, he sees the castle, so he takes off. He has the strength after getting fed and stuff to take off in the horse carriage, which ends up crashing and tossing him out and into the water, where he breaks his arm, and he's just ready to kind of kill himself, and this huge freaking pike, piece of wood coming out of the water. He's gonna kill himself, but he finds that little red thing, the egg, and it's gonna activate at a certain time apparently. Well, Guts is going, and the men are showing up. Apparently, he doesn't want Guts to touch him because something's gonna happen. However, it happens, and then boom, things fucking change and get crazy as fuck. It's something that I just did not see coming. This is where things get super intense as you see the band of Hawk are gathered around, and then things start to change. Freaking turns red. The ground turns to faces. The horses start losing it. There's fucking demons everywhere. They're saying, what the fuck? Griffith I believe he's climbing or something's taking him up. He gets, a hand comes out and he's basically taken up there, and Guts is climbing up there. And it turns out that, yeah, there's demons. That whole thing is to turn him into a freaking demon. And with that, Griffith is faced with the option to sacrifice everyone that he loves to get what he wants, or to not. And Guts is like, no way, he's gonna do that because there's these other demons there. These powerful beings that are gods or demon gods, I guess. And Griffith gives the word, and he gets cocooned to some egg thing, and the hand closes, and then the demons are let loose, and everyone gets this mark which means that they're bound to die, that they're cursed, they're sacrifices. And holy crap, the band of Hawk gets slaughtered. It's the most brutal thing I've seen. Individuals that you have come to know and care about are getting slaughtered like fucking animals. Demons just coming out of the woodwork, tearing them apart, eating them. Some of them trying to fight back, but it's no use. Everything's getting massacred. They tried running, they just can't. Freaking one of them takes Casca. It's like, go, leave. Takes her, and then they get stopped. He gets killed. He gets stabbed and eaten. While Casca's trying to leave and trying to hide, but she just gets captured. And then Guts is trying to find out what's going on. He's killing a bunch of fucking demons, like brutally, as much as he can. And then he goes down and lands in a pool of just blood and just everything. He sees around him, everyone is dead. He's freaking losing it. He sees an ally up there, and it's this big dude, freaking hammer goes, and he's dead too. A demon just eats him like nothing. He's carved him out. He just eats him. And I'm just like, what the fuck? I did not see this coming. It's complete fucking, like, what the fuck? Woo! Crazy as hell. Freaking Griffith transforms into just this demon, this new demon god. Shows up. They have Casca. And then Guts is just trying to kill all these demons. And Guts is trying to attack Griffith. And he's getting stopped. And his arm gets bitten. And he's forced to watch Griffith rape. Not like, oh, he's having sex with, no, he's raping her. Raping Casca in front of him while he's looking at Guts. Over and over as the demons watch. And just, it goes on. And then Guts starts chomping off on his arm. He's trying to friggin' escape. His blade is, a blade that he has is like broken or whatever. Just stabbing away and just ripping apart, and it just rips off. And he's trying to go after it. Then he gets stomped to the ground, and it's just so fucking brutal. And meanwhile, like, there's like this fucking tornado thing, like outside in the real world, and the little boy that's been with him the whole series is watching just this tornado, and he's like, like, what's going on? They told me to meet them here, but they're not here. There's this. And then he sees Nosferatu, the demon, against the Black Knight. And they're fighting. And then the Black Knight is able to go through the freaking thing and just rescue Guts and Casca. And then after all that's said and done, they rescue him, and basically Band of Hawk are just gone, dude. Slaughtered, disappeared. Guts comes back. He realizes that his eye was taken out as well. He's fucking gone. And then he sees Casca, and he's like, "Oh, she's fine," but her mind is gone. What happened there traumatized her so much that she just doesn't know what the hell is happening. So she's gone, and he wants revenge. He wants revenge on Griffith for what he did. So he basically leaves. He gets armored up, geared up, and that's kind of where that arc ends. Now, they did make an anime series, and I will be most likely talking about that since I finished watching it. But that's going to be on another video. So, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, if you haven't seen it, go freaking watch it. It's exciting. Let me know what you thought about it. Let me know if it fucking traumatized you as well. Seeing all that crazy shit happening. Especially that rape scene. Fuck. So, for more videos, click there. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Visit my Patreon. All that good stuff. And until then, I will catch you guys another exciting episode of Fusionverse. Take care. Bye.
Okay, lady, I love